Breaking news in the Republican primary field. A source confirms to NBC News that former New Jersey Governor Christie is set to become a candidate for the White House again. He's expected to announce his 2024 run Tuesday at a town hall in Manchester, New Hampshire. Joining us now is NBC's Vaughn Hilliard. Vaughn, good morning. This won't be Christie's first attempt at the Oval Office.
No, Jose, and I think that's actually maybe what's notable about this. You go back to that huge 2016 field that took on Donald Trump 8 years ago. None of those other individuals, from Ted Cruz to Marco Rubio, wanted to throw their hat into the ring and take on Trump again. That's where Chris Christie, who, yes, notably in the New Hampshire primary in 2016, finished in 6th place with just 15%, below the likes of even John Kasich and Jeb Bush, but he's...
Oh, my God, they're owning him so hard. Chris, don't look at the fucking QRTs, my man. They're eating your ass, dude. Holy shit. That is such a diabolical stat to just pull out when you're describing a person's, like, second failed initiative.
Giving this a second go. A source tells me that he is going to launch this bid formally in Manchester, New Hampshire at a town hall this upcoming Tuesday. I want to let you hear from Chris Christie, though, just 2 months ago when he was answering a voter's question about essentially what would make this go around any different from him compared to 2016, when he and other Republicans notably didn't take Donald Trump head on in those early primary months. Take a listen.
Part of what happened in 2016, I'll be honest with you, we all made a strategic error. We did. I mean, look, I'm happy to own my mistakes. I've made plenty of them, and that was one of them. We all kind of thought, all right, don't go after him now, because once I get past Jeb and Marco and John and Carly and Ted and, then I'll have Trump one-on-one, and then I'll take him on. I don't know if I ever got there. It was over. It was over quick.
Yeah, but doesn't that imply that you couldn't even take on Jeb? Which is like... I mean, he's a big boy, and this is the era of big boys, okay? I will stand by that. This is the era of big boys, okay? It's big boys neighborhood. It's big boy season, and he certainly is a big boy. Problem is, he kissed Trump's ass so much, he knows the taste by memory. Like, after he got owned. Just like all those other guys. So at least all those other guys, and I can't believe I'm saying this, had the dignity not to run again. After they got fucking permacucked. It's also additionally funny because the Chris Christie-Trump rivalry is over the one time Chris Christie did a good thing, which was when he prosecuted Jared Kushner's dad and threw him in jail. For those of you who don't know, Chris Christie literally threw Jared Kushner's dad in prison. So Jared Kushner fucking hates him, okay? And Trump kind of likes Jared Kushner. That's his son-in-law. That was one of the reasons why he kept ripping into Chris Christie no matter what. So, good luck to Chris. I love seeing more rotund representation in our politics. I'm a big fan of that. But I just don't think it's going to happen for him.
So that was a strategic error.
And, well, Chris Christie right now is polling either at 0%, 1%, 2%, and polls nationally, Jose. What his other remark at that event is notable. Essentially, to make up for 2016, he said that he wants to enter the debates here against Donald Trump and do what he did, in his own words, what he did to Marco Rubio back in 2016. And that while other candidates are hitting Donald Trump with, poking him more so with the stick over some little policy discrepancies or suggestions that it's time for a new generation of Republican leadership, Chris Christie has indicated that he wants to really take a shovel to Donald Trump this go-around. He has been forceful in calling out Donald Trump after the 2020 election and his election denialism, and has said that the country could not afford to have Donald Trump back in the office again. And
brother, looking at 60% of the Republican base of voters say that the election was stolen from Donald Trump, and then running against that is the fucking dumbest thing you can do. You might as well run on, like, being pro-gun control at that point. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? It's like a stylistic choice that makes no sense whatsoever. It's so fucking stupid, but I'm here for it because, one, big boy representation, big fan of that, and two, it's going to be very funny. So I'm on board.
You know, to many Republican surprises, this field is growing, and Chris Christie is now the latest who is going to be trying to get onto that debate stage just a couple months from now, Jose.
You know what I think? I think these guys are running, one, so they can get cabinet positions and stuff. Or, I don't know, write a book later down the line that no one will fucking read. But most importantly, I think they're running because while there is no interest or need in the Republican base of voters for a guy like Chris Christie to run again, they showed that already in 2016. The Republican donors, on the other hand, do want someone who is more of a centrist so they can more effectively push tax cuts. Now, not all of those donors want that either. A lot of them recognize that Trump is good and he will be good. But that's the reason. There's money to be made. There's a campaign that you can announce. Especially when you see that like Ron DeSantis is fucking so uncharismatic. If I was a big city lawyer and a Republican of prominence, I 100% would be running against. I would 100% run against Ron DeSantis right now because Ron DeSantis looks like shit. And ultimately, you could turn around and tell Trump, like, look, I did it for you. I wanted to take away from Ron DeSantis' base of voters, which are pretty much non-existent anyway. But the ones that were like looking for a centrist Republican, I presented myself. I knew that I wasn't going to win, but I wanted to do that for you. You know what I mean? Because any person that runs that's not Trump right now is eating away at possible voters that could vote for Ron DeSantis and possible money that Ron DeSantis could be getting from donors. Okay?